Okay, so let's start. Sure, all the stuff. Hi, everyone. I know you're here. Oh, let me start again. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Digital Marketing Clinic. We do this once a month. We want to give back to our business owners on how to do digital marketing easily and simply. So we have set aside a topic once a month to talk about how to grow your business online. And that's our passion, is to partner with you to help you grow your business online. So today, let's get into what a sales funnel is. Today's clinic is about creating a sales funnel. And what is a sales funnel? So let's figure out what the topics are today, and then we'll go to the sections. Or let me do a quick introduction. Today's digital marketing is going to be myself, a story brand guide, and as well digital marketing certified owner of digital marketing, digital consultants. And it's Anna, my partner, who is a digital marketing specialist, who also has her MBA in digital marketing, and she is definitely one of the big assets to digital consultant success. And she's actually all the way in Denmark. So if you're in Denmark, you should say hi to Anna, and at least find us on social media and say hi to us. Okay. So today we're going to talk about a couple of things: introduction to the sales funnel, why you need a sales funnel, easy steps to create a sales funnel, and tips to improve your sales funnel. We believe that after you go through this webinar with us, you will be able to generate leads if you follow these easy, simple steps. Okay, so let's go back and now talk about sales funnel. What is sales funnel, and why do I need sales funnel? Sales funnel is a visual representation of all the steps to visitors has to go. So let me try this again. Sales funnel is a visual representation of all the steps a visitor has to go through before they purchase a product or service. That sounds really fancy. What does that mean? So you want to take a look at your product or services and say, what does my visitor went through? What did my client go through in order them to come and say, hey, you know what? I trust John, or I trust Paul, I trust Mary to be able to do business with them. Right? And why would I want to do business with them? How did they hear about us? Through a brochure, or a billboard, or online. They saw our ads on Facebook, or they saw us engaging posts on social media, or they looked at our website and said, hey, you know what? I want to connect with these people. We go through, and you go through a sales funnel by looking at what your client experience was online or externally, and how they came into you. So sales funnel is really important to purposefully and strategically understand your client's journey, how they engage with you. So let's talk about some components of sales funnels. Why is sales funnel important? Having a well-defined sales funnel helps you understand your prospects and knowledge of and interest in your products and services. You're like, why is this important again? Might be fancy words for you. So let me put it into a simple format. You want to understand, like I was saying, why is the knowledge that I have, the interest of my clients, why do they want to connect them? It's connecting their problem to your solution. You have the solution, they have the problem, and sales funnel is bringing them to that narrative, a small focused area to say, hey, you know what? We have what you need for. We have the value that's going to make your life better because of the product and service that we offer. So sales funnels are important in many aspects. It's just to understand your clients and say, what kind of aspect do they know? What experience are they coming from? And why do they need our services and products? Okay. Now, sales funnels has a structure. What is the structure of sales funnel? You know, I like structures because of understanding, you know, what do we have to, what is the structure funnel? When a house gets built up, you look at the structure and say, oh, this is a solid structure. So many business owners understand structure. So let's go through what a sales funnel structure looks like. So one of the first thing is that we need to attract traffic. All right. So you want to you want people to come to you. So if one of the biggest problem, a good problem a business owner can have is that many people are coming through and saying, hey, you know what, I want to inquire about this. I want to know about this. I don't know. I like your this menu. I like to buy this drink from you, or I like this air conditioner. Whatever it is, that many people are coming to your website or coming to your retail store. It's a good problem to have. Every business owners like that kind of problem. So we want to create that problem in sales funnel, is to create more traffic, attract your product and services. And sales funnels will help you do that. It helps you attract the traffic, get clients to interact with you. So one of the worst thing a website can do is that, you come in and they're gone. Or if somebody comes into your store, walks into a retail, a building store, and they walk out, you're probably like, wow, that person is not interested, right? And that's probably the worst thing you want to do. What's the best thing you want to do? That person comes in, walks in and says, hey, I like this, what I'm seeing. Tell me more about it. This is going to help me better my life. That's called you interact with that person. You're engaging with that person. And that's what a website should do. And Anna will talk more about why purifying your website to increasing engagement is very important. Then you want to take this person who's engaged now and convert them to a client who wants to do business with you. So you want to generate inquiries. So tell me more about this. Tell me that about that, and then you want to take that person and funnel them into another conversation. Say, let's talk and let's have a greater intimate relationship, understanding what you are is. It is like a relationship, right? You don't want first thing person walks into your store and goes, hey, you know what? You need to buy this. Most of them will be like, whoa, that's a little too upfront with me. You first thing. Instead, why don't you try this and say, hey, how are you? What's your name? Right? Introduce yourself, right? And that's what we want to do online on a digital format as perspective as well. The next thing is I want to talk to you about why sales funnel is undermined in today's market. What's happening out there? Why are people impacted because they don't have sales funnel? 68% of companies have not identified their sales funnel. So if you go out within a business, they don't have a sales funnel, or they might not know what a sales funnel is. And then 65% of companies have not identified a lead nurturing process. So they don't know how their leads are coming in. They're hoping leads could come somehow. They're just shooting blindly, but they don't have a proper lead, right? The other one can be is that 79% of leads fail to convert to sales. So if you have leads and they're not converting into sales, then you have issues. All right. So you want to make sure that that leads are getting converted, because if you have so much leads and they're not converting, then it kind of deceives the whole purpose of that. So let's solve these problems. Awesome. Clarifying your message. So this is where we are very big on. Anybody can build a website. You can go to Wix or GoDaddy or any of these companies and open up a brand new website and say, oh, I'm online. But nobody knows what your website's about because your message is not clear. And that's why we are unique from other website designers or branding company, is because we look at your message and say, what are you trying to convey to people? We want to identify your problem. What are the specific problems you're trying to solve a customer needs? We take your message and say, hey, you know what? Let's tell a story. So I ask my clients usually in my first meeting, what is your favorite movie? And they can remember the movie because they can remember what they were experiencing, what they like, is because that movie was talking to their senses of, what they felt like, and they will never forget. That's how you want to tell a website. You want to get onto a website and remember your experience on that. And you don't want to tell your website say, hey, you know what, I'm the best thing that happened to you. You know what, you need to buy my product today, or else your life's going to be bad off, or you're going to be worse off. No, you want to create a website where you're the guide. You guide them through, and you're like in the background, but you're telling all the situations about how they need need a great, you have the great solution for the problem that they're going through. You want to have a clear call to action, leads them to a sale. So you want to be able to know that, you know what, right away, each section of your website, you want to say, hey, you know what, you're ready now? Okay, take this step, take this step. So they're not always wondering, okay, you know what, how do I get engaged now, right? Develop a one-liner that answers what you do. Always check out your tagline and say, hey, you know what, does this tell me what I do? I build great houses. When you invite me to your party, I make sure your guests are entertained. So you tell them what you do so they can imagine what the experience is going to look like. Illustrate what success looks like for your customer. That's very important. Okay. So this is how we clarify your message, making sure you draft a message that is best, easy, and cheap way to increase your customer engagement. Yes, clarifying your message is probably one of the easiest and the cheap way to clarify, generate more leads. Okay. Awesome. So Anna is going to take over and she's going to go through how website works. I'll leave it to you, Anna.
Thank you. So the second step is to create a website that works. This has to do a little with what Jen just talked right before. And you need to ensure that your website is saying the right thing. So when someone goes to a website and they don't know anything about you, the website is the first impression the user gets from you. So you really need to make like a great first impression. How can you do that? Well, basically, you should include a clear and concise statement of what you offer on the header of the website. So when I go to a website and I don't know anything about you, that statement should tell me very clearly what you do and how can you help me to solve my problem. So if someone comes to me with a laptop or a mobile phone and shows me your website, and I scan it for 5 seconds and then they take the screen away, I really need to know what your website is about. I really need to know at least what you're trying to sell me. Then you need to place a clear and obvious call to action in the top right corner of the site. And it doesn't matter if the user is not going to buy you or doesn't really have any real interest of buying you at the very first contact. But at least they have that there. They know what they have to do when they are really ready to buy you. So they have like a guide to know what they have to do at that moment of the sale. Then you need to give your customers a clear plan they can follow. So when I go to your website and I see your products, and then I decide that I'm interested in that, I need to know what I have to do. So you need to show me that it's very easy to buy your product or your service. So you, for example, could say, like in general terms, you could say the first step, book an appointment. Second step, let us help you with your problem. And third step, enjoy your service or solve your problem. So these are like 3 easy steps that I can follow, and I can see that I don't really have to make real efforts to get your product or service. So it's easy and simple. And then you have to make the text on your site scannable. So as I said before, I really need to know what you are doing in your website. And if I want like certain information, like if I want to know what kind of products you sell or what the prices are or anything about you, I really need to know where to find it, and I have to find it in a very fast way. So it's very important that your website is like very clear and concise. Then the second step is to create a lead generator that captures an email address. And this is one of the most important part of the sales funnels, because this is like the bridge that connects you with the customer. So this is the way you're going to start a relationship with them. So what you have to do is to offer them a lead generator that continues to engage prospects without requiring them to make a purchase. So first, you have to ensure that this downloadable asset offers extreme value to your customers. Then you have to include ways your brand can solve key pain points your customer are facing. And then you have to give this asset a catchy title to increase number of downloads. So for example, let's say that we say, like as we're talking about a sales funnels, let's say that we say 5 ways to increase your sales immediately. So if I'm a business owner and I'm looking for someone, or I'm looking for increasing my sales, and I see this catchy title, I really want to know which ones are those 5 easy ways to increase my sales. So I'm seeing that you're giving me some value in a very quick way. And then capture those email addresses of prospective customers to qualify leads you engage with. And this is the next step we're going to talk about, that it's develop an automated email sequence. So once you have those leads, once you have those emails, you can draft like a 3, 4, 5 email sequence that delivers free and valuable information to your customers. It could be about the products you sell, or the services you offer, or news related to the market your business is in, or your blog. It could be everything, but you need to give some kind of value. So for example, you could say, let's say like when they download the PDF or the lead generator, you send them a message telling them, thanks for downloading this PDF. We know how difficult it is to increase your sales in this time. And for that reason, we hope this PDF helps you. So what are we doing here? We're emphasizing with the customer. We're telling them, we know you have a problem and we know how difficult it is to cope it. Then you can say like a problem solution. You can tell them, you may be investing too much time, too much effort, too much money on your business and you are seeing no results, but we are here to help you. So here, what you should do is to tell them what you are good at. So you could say, we can help you offering our services, we can make a digital marketing campaign for you, or you have to tell them what you do and how can you help them. What you do with this is to show authority. So they can see that they can trust you because you know what you're doing in the business. Then the next one could be the benefits that the kind of products or the kind of service could offer them. And then the last one could be like the features and the prices and what do they get if they get your product or service. So what are the benefits that they get if they decide to hire your services? So for example, let's say if you get our services, you could get 24/7 customer service, or you can get monthly support, or whatever you think it would be available for your customer. And then the next one is to gather and display customer testimonials. And this is very powerful because it tells how, for example, let's say that you have a user or a prospect that says, I don't really think that your service could help me, or I don't really think this is right for me. Then if you have a testimonial, that person may find themselves reflected in that other customer that you have already helped. So they can see that you have helped someone in their same situation with their same problems, and they can again really trust you. So this is to overcome resistance and reduce hesitation. Then prompt current customers to talk about the problem you have helped them to solve, and ensure the customers tell what their lives looks like now that your brand has helped them to solve their problem, because people want to really see how life has changed after using that product or service. So here we have like a few tips to improve your sales funnels. The first of all is use your digital marketing channels, because they are very powerful. So use different marketing channels to attract more visitors. It doesn't matter if it's the social media, because you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have Instagram to engage with customers, to connect with them. You also have the email marketing. So you can use all that to connect with them. Then you could create a digital marketing campaign just to see if what you are working on, if what you are putting your efforts on is really working. So you can focus on that, or you can set it aside. Then you can use a blog, because it's update your website content blog regularly, because it's a good way to redirect people to your website on a constant basis. So for example, you can, if you're talking on your blog about the products you sell or about a very important news, you could include, like here, as we're talking as the sales funnels, you could say, hey, why don't you sign up to our digital marketing clinic? And you could redirect those people from the blog to another part of your website. So you could create like another sales funnels in the site. Then you should include calls to action. You shouldn't be afraid to include as many calls to actions as you think necessarily, because you should add them in different places of your website, so the user can see what they have to do. People need to know what they have to do in order to do it. So you need to tell them what to do. It could be learn more, discover more, make a call, book an appointment. It could be anything. And then the interaction is very important. So interact with your customers on a regular basis, and you could use the email marketing for this. So they need to remind you all the time. You should tell them why they need you all the time. It could be weekly, it could be bi-weekly, or it could be monthly. But they need to know that you are there, and they need to remind you. We would like to finish with a quote that says, approach each customer with the idea of helping them to solve a problem or achieve a goal, not of selling a product or service, because we're in the century 21 and things have changed a lot, and they keep changing. So you need, people right now don't want tangible things. They want intangible. They want experiences, they want feelings. So this is what you have to try to sell them. You need to help them based on experience and on feelings. This is all. So if you have any inquiry or if you have any question, you can contact us on our email or our phone number, or you could visit our website to see what kind of, how we could help you with your website or with your social media, because you also have a social media audit or a website audit for free. So you should try it, because we would love to help you. And also, if you think this presentation has been helpful for you, we would love to get a Google review from you. So you only need to go to Google, search digital consultants, and write a review to encourage other people to connect with us. And that will be very helpful. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Anna.